Alphabet of Old Testament History by Pott and Amory. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Carolyn Francis. Alphabet of Old Testament History by Pott and Amory. A was the first man who disobeyed God and brought down a curse on the earth which he trod. B was a prophet who rode on an ass, which spake and refused a bright angel to pass. C was a man who was branded by God, the blood of his brother cried out from the sod. D amid lions in safety abides, he's a reader of dreams and strange writings besides. E was a queen, young, beauteous, and brave, who risked her own life her nation to save. F was a judgment in anger God sent, for men of their wicked ways would not repent. G was a mighty man, proud and defiant, with a sling and small stone, tell me who slew the giant. H in the desert her child left to die, till an angel of God shewed a well that was nigh. I was a patriarch, gentle and kind. J was his son who deceived him when blind. K was a daughter of meek, patient Job, a pattern of trust and belief in his God. L was a man who was wealthy, not wise. From the judgments of Sodom in terror he flies. M was a lawgiver, full of great zeal, whose object through life was the Israelites' weal. N was a man who once lived in the ark, which appeared in the waste like a star in the dark. O was a kind man, who fed in a cave 100 good prophets, whose lives he did save. P was a king whose God's judgments defied, and was drowned with his hosts in the sea that was dried. Q were the birds which an angry God gave to the people his arm wrought such wonders to save. R was the grandmother of a great king, whose beautiful psalms in God's praises we sing. S is a strong man, who a riddle relates, from a Philistine city he bore off the gates. T was God's house, which a wise king did build, Jehovah's bright glory that sanctuary filled. U was the river that Daniel stood by. V was the mystery shewn from on high. W was the woman who pretended to call dead Samuel up at the bidding of Saul. X was the number of certain commands God wrote on 2 stones in Moses' hands. Y is the name of a thing that was laid on the necks of the oxen, of wood they were made. Z was a captive king, bound with a chain, whose eyes were put out when he saw his son slain. End of Alphabet of Old Testament History.